TIFU by giving my wife a real answer.
This actually just happened and my wife is upset with me. My wife has this teddy bear that she like a lot. She's had him for 20 years and even I think it's cute. If our house were on fire, other than children, this teddy bear would be the first thing she'd rescue. I try to understand and to a certain degree I do. I actually like that teddy bear too. She would sometimes bring him to me and hug me with him. To many people this would sound weird, but I got used to it and I find this adorable. Well, this morning we are still in bed and she is hugging the bear as we don't have him around much lately. My older son adopted the bear and sleeps with him now.
All of a sudden, she turns around to face me hugging the bear and asks me, "Do you think he, the bear, is happy with us?" I am still sort of not fully awake and kinds of pissy. I said no. "Why?" she asks, not believing her ears. "Because he doesn't have brain," I responded. Now, she is not talking to me. I fucked up. TLDR, my wife asked me if her favorite teddy bear is happy with us. I said no because teddy bears don't have brains to feel anything.
Edit, just to follow up. She's cool. I told her I posted it and she laughed about some of the responses. She knows she is a little too attached to that bear. She lets the kid have it most of the time and she only occasionally holds it, so when she does she goes a little overboard. This is the first thing we bought together back when we were still dating. I know, I'm old. Now I feel like TIFU by posting this and making her look like a psycho. Ha ha ha. Oops. Is this how the script to TED was thought of?
I have a medication I take for migraines that makes me less than lucid. One time I started crying because I was afraid my husband had forgotten I'm a pretty princess. I didn't want to ask him because he was working, so I just sat around being sad for an hour until he was off so I could make sure he remembered. I think it's sweet that you indulge your wife this teddy bear. Good luck with the recovery from this one. Hopefully she realizes she's being a little silly and you were grumpy about something else.
I think really she was asking, do you think we have a happy home? A happy home even a teddy bear would enjoy being in. Just my thoughts.
I sleep with a blankie every night. My boyfriend will snuggie with my blanket if I'm not home before he gets into bed because it smells like me. I carry it around the house with me and it's one of my favorite possessions. It's a comfort measure and has a ton of sentimental value to me. One of our biggest fights was over him getting mad and throwing my blanket out of bed on the floor. This wasn't because I thought he hurt the blanket but because he disrespected something I cared about. As mentioned, it's not about the bear's lack of a brain but the sharpness of the response. She was probably just taken aback. You and your wife sound cute and happy. Reddit is full of angry people. That bear is lucky to have all of you.
I can relate to your wife, lol. I'm a married 27-year-old guy with a 3-month-old son too. I still have my teddy bear, Bigfoot is his name, on our bed. He stays at the foot of the bed but I sometimes use him as a pillow for nostalgic reasons as I've had him for 25 years now. Still the most important thing I own for sure. No way would I let my son have him though.
Bro. Next time just say I know he is not unhappy with us and go back to bed. Source, married 13 years.
My ex-girlfriend had this doll that was the same as the one that her father had given her as a child. At first it was kinda weird but quickly I learned to love this doll because she loved it and it comforted her. She didn't really sleep with it often but it was always close by. She said she had the original one her father gave her put away but I never saw it. My favorite picture of her, she's laying across the bed in a pretty red dress with this doll.
Teddy bear tax. Very sweet. Sounds like you and your wife have a very good marriage. Take care of that bear.
I broke up with a GF 35F because she got mad on Mother's Day. I did not congratulate her. She has no kids but 2 cats. When she asked me why I would not congratulate her, I laughed, thinking she was joking. She was not, and got mad upset. 2 days after I was ending our relationship. So yeah? Giving real answers can have consequences. As far as your wife is concerned, I feel her obsession is going a bit too far. Honestly. He might not have a brain, but he has a huge heart, and I think he loves us all very much and likes being part of our family. So I have a stuffed dog. My sister gave it to me when I was really little, and it did all of my moves from college to multiple apartments. It is the only thing I really have from my childhood for some odd reason. I had a great childhood, I'm just not a particularly sentimental person. But this silly raggedy dog for some reason means the world to me. It's like a representation of my entire childhood. My husband semi knows this. The dog has lived on our bed the whole time we have been together. Nearly 10 years now. Well, about 2 years ago we bought a house. All went well until a week after being moved in I realized we still hadn't located dog. I was devastated, I mean full-on devastated. Tears and all of that. I was so mad I had been so careless with something that meant so much. I called everyone who helped us move multiple times, begging them to check their cars. I am sure they still think I'm nuts. Nothing. Another couple weeks go by. I am still sad. But I mean, what can you do? He was from the 90s and they didn't make him anymore. Also, I wanted my dog, right? With all his stains and missing fur. Well, I was at a friend's house and my husband had a friend over and they were rearranging furniture. Guess who they found? Dog in the bottom of a drawer under God knows what. I was ecstatic to say the least, but it doesn't end there. The next day I get a package. I didn't order anything. It was an exact match of dog, though in remarkably better shape. My sweet, sweet husband had called my sister to figure out the model of the stuffed dog and then scoured the internet to find one. He found it on some obscure website, and now I have 2 dogs and obviously a wonderful husband. So please, please, please be nice to your wife and her bear. Humans are odd creatures and sometimes we are inexplicably attached to things. A teddy bear. I can't find a reason for which a grown-up adult couldn't have one. I have a pillow I've had for more than 20 years and I'm so overprotective of it. I dislike it being touched by anyone. It's like a piece of me but physical. You both need psychiatric evaluation. Cheers. It's not odd or uncommon to project a personality onto stuffed animals. Next time, just treat it as a hypothetical question. E.g., would he be happy with us if he could think? Quote, instead of answering literally. You already knew how she'd react otherwise. Man, there are no stupid questions, and sharing this was a brave act. You opened a private part of your life to the crows. Glad it went back to a new normal, and it seems also an improved one with your wife. Human are so weird that what happened here doesn't sound too bad. As you said, you were pissed and you see life differently. Yet you love your wife and that what matters. I have a 30-year-old bear. My 6-year-old has adopted it for herself, but you best believe I still get my teddy bear cuddles in now and then. These comments are honestly so ridiculous. If my boyfriend was suddenly a jerk about something we had a running cute relationship inside joke about, I'd be pissed too. Everyone here saying she sounds like a 12-year-old and needs mental help sounds like they have some seriously boring ass relationships.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.